Did you know that in just a few centuries, Buddhism went from being a minor religion in Sri Lanka to dominating the spiritual landscape? It's a pretty wild transformation. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of Sri Lanka's religious evolution, where Hinduism, once the predominant faith, saw a dramatic decline as Buddhism took center stage. This transformation is not just about numbers. It's a significant shift with deep historical roots and cultural implications. So what happened to the Hindu communities during this time? As Buddhism started to gain prominence, Hinduism faced several challenges. Socially, many Hindu practices were marginalized as Buddhist beliefs became more widely accepted. Politically, the rulers of Sri Lanka began to favor Buddhism, which led to the establishment of Buddhist institutions and the sidelining of Hindu temples. Culturally, the narrative shifted. Buddhist art, literature, and rituals began to dominate the landscape, making it increasingly difficult for Hindu traditions to thrive. This led to a sense of displacement within the Hindu communities, as their influence waned and they struggled to maintain their cultural identity in a changing society. Now, let's look at the historical context that fueled this transformation. The arrival of Buddhism in Sri Lanka dates back to the 3rd century BCE, with the introduction by Emperor Ashoka's missionaries. Over the centuries, Buddhism began to flourish, supported by various kings who saw it as a means to unify the island. Key figures like King Devanampiya Tissa played a vital role in promoting Buddhism, establishing it as the state religion. As the centuries rolled on, the influence of South Indian invaders, who were mainly Hindu, further complicated the dynamics. However, despite initial Hindu dominance, Buddhism managed to re-establish itself with significant societal changes and the establishment of powerful monastic orders that spread Buddhist teachings far and wide. The shift in religious beliefs was not instantaneous, but rather a gradual process shaped by wars, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. The turning point of this entire transformation can be traced back to the reign of King Parakrama Bahu I in the 12th century. This king was instrumental in solidifying Buddhism's dominance by investing heavily in Buddhist institutions and promoting the religion across the island. His reign marked a renewed vigor in Buddhist philosophy and practice, culminating in the construction of numerous stupas and monasteries. This pivotal moment not only reinforced the status of Buddhism as the central faith of Sri Lanka, but also marginalized Hindu practices further, pushing Hindu communities into a more defensive stance regarding their beliefs and traditions. So, to wrap it all up, the transformation of Sri Lanka's religious landscape from Hinduism to Buddhism was a complex journey marked by social, political, and cultural challenges. The decline of Hinduism and the rise of Buddhism shaped Sri Lankan society in ways that are still evident today. This shift not only altered the religious fabric of the island but also influenced its art, culture, and identity as a nation. What do you think about this unexpected transformation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're curious to learn more about Sri Lanka's rich history, don't forget to check out our next video where we explore the ancient kingdoms of this beautiful island.